Anyway, so let's get down to what the fuck went on this week. The big story. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Conor McGregor and Money Mayweather. I don't even know his first name. The Floyd money making, get money Mayweather are going to have a boxing match in August, pay-per-view. What do you guys think about this? Are you going to take your hard-earned paper that is backed by no gold? Are you going to write a number on a piece of paper, stick it in another piece of paper, and mail it to the pay-per-view people to watch this fight? Do you think, A, this is fucking amazing, or B, this has got to be one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard in my life? You know me, I'm a fucking curmudgeon. But I'm also wrong a lot. God knows that. God knows I'm wrong. I mean, I didn't know something the other day. What somebody correct me on. I didn't know about kryptonite, people. You know? And that's what I love about my fan base on this podcast. They're smart enough. You know, when I make a major faux pas such as that of not describing Superman's planet blowing up and what kryptonite really is. You know? I will always regret that, and I'll never be able to apologize long enough. A lot of people had to apologize over the last couple of weeks in my industry, and they put their controversies behind them. But I don't think I'll ever outlive not knowing what kryptonite was, and I accept full responsibility. Anyways, this is like the dumbest fucking thing ever. Okay, Conor McGregor fights for a living. Mayweather fights for a living, but that's it. So they're just gonna box. All right, they're gonna be wearing the fucking 16-ounce gloves, whatever the fuck a boxer wears. And this is the stupidest fucking thing ever. This is like watching Durant go to the Warriors. You know the Warriors. It's over. It's fucking over. It's over. Watching the Golden State Warriors win the NBA championship this year was basically watching like a bad summertime movie. It was big, it was loud, and you knew how it was going to end. And it was fucking boring, right? By the way, congratulations. I should at least do that, okay? I mean, the Warriors are amazing. It's actually bad that Durant joined them as far as like their legacy, because you really had a team that, you know, already had the potential to be like a dynasty. They came within a couple of seconds of winning back-to-back without Durant going there. So congratulations to the Warriors. Congratulations to their fans. My condolences to any fan of basketball that enjoys competition and enjoys 7-game series. Congratulations to people who want to save the environment and want 4 people in a fucking car. The pylon team, that's the basketball team for you. Because I just look at it as a metaphor. There wasn't a lack of competition. That was a thumbs up for the diamond lane. Let's get all the stars in the same vehicle. All right, McGregor versus Mayweather. This would basically be like if you took Jerry Rice in the prime of his career, Tom Brady in the prime of his career, and you're like, let's figure out who's a better football player. But the only way you were going to measure that, it was how far they could throw a football. You weren't going to do the 40-yard dash. You weren't going to see if they could catch. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just Mayweather boxes. They're going to have a boxing match. Now, you know how fucking over this fight would be if McGregor was allowed to use, you know, everything else that he does? Taking it to the ground, the kicks, the fucking choking him out. I don't know shit about the fight game, and I know this is fucking stupid. This is dumb. What are you going to have next? A fucking elephant versus a fucking cheetah, and they're going to have a foot race? One of the strongest animals ever, one of the fastest animals ever. Let's have a competition between the two of them based on nothing but speed. Dump truck versus Lamborghini. Both forms of transportation. Yeah. I'll tell you what's going to be. The only thing that's going to be interesting is if Mayweather can actually knock him out. He's a 40-year-old guy. I know his hands, I believe he has constant pain in them. I'm a huge fan of both of them. And this is nothing more than a fucking money grab. This is a smash and fucking grab. This is like when fucking... It's like with Bobby Riggs. This is like, I put this in the same, it's a better version of when Bobby Riggs played Billie Jean King, or fucking Muhammad Ali fought Lyle Alzado, or Hulk Hogan fought fucking Rocky Balboa, or whatever the fuck. I mean, this is, it's in that vein. You know, I think it's really ironic that the circus just went out of business and now they're having this pay-per-view. I bet the same people who cashed out on the circus, speaking of elephants, they got their money behind this one. This is not... and what's going to be funny is all the mouth breathers who want to say boxing's a better form if, you know, when Mayweather beats fucking McGregor by outpointing him or whatever the fuck he's going to do. Everyone's going to be, see, fucking boxing's better than MMA. It's going to be like, dude, he's not doing it. This is like fucking having a breakdancer battle a guy who does nothing but the waltz. And we're going to have a waltzing contest. Not to say that the breakdancer couldn't figure it out. He doesn't have enough time. So here's the deal. I'm going to say this right now, and I probably won't because I'll probably get sucked into I'm going to do my best to not get into this, to get sucked into the hype of this fucking fight. All right? I am going to, I'm going to wait. I'm sitting it out. Okay? And I'm hoping I'm wrong. And I hope people say, Bill, that was the greatest fucking fight I've ever seen in my life. It went the distance, and somehow, against all odds, McGregor beat Mayweather. And then I'll be like, you know what? Then I'll sit down and I'll fucking watch it. I'll do it. I don't give a shit. That's like after you see a movie win the Oscar. You know, you kind of know what the movie's about, but you still haven't seen it. You can go back and watch it, right? This is one thing I am really excited about, is that McGregor and Mayweather are going to make a bunch of fucking money. Good for them. Good for them, you know, because those guys usually end up with their brains all fucked up. You know, they might as well have some money, right? So good for them. So I'm glad a bunch of people are going to watch that and think that this is going to be, you know, let's see what's better, MMA or fucking boxing. They already decided that way back before Dana White even got into this shit, back when there was just, remember the early days when they didn't, I don't even know what the name of it was. I remember Patrice telling me, dude, you got to watch this shit, way back in the day when, you know, that fucking boxer came in wearing one boxing glove. He fought the other guy. He had one boxing glove on, and the other guy had more of a wrestling background. He just put the guy on his back, and now he's sitting there with one hand, and the other hand's got a mitten on it that's tied to his wrist, and he can't get it off. It was a shit show. So, I don't know. I don't know. You never know what the fuck can happen. You never know what can happen, but I will say this. I can't put, whoever the fuck put that together, Jesus Christ, I can't imagine the amount of hoops you had to jump through. Now that I'm getting into producing here, and I'm producing a special for Paul Verzi, look at me. I already feel a little more arrogant. I'm going to get myself some big, fancy Hollywood reading glasses, those giant ones. You know what? Fuck this. I'm going for the bread and circus. I'm going to get McGregor versus Mayweather. You know? Then who do I root for? I think I got to root for Mayweather, even though I always go for the underdog, which McGregor has to be, considering, you know, he has this Swiss Army knife of shit he knows how to do, and it's like, no, the only knife you can take out is the one Mayweather's going to use, and he's been sharpening his for the last fucking 30 years. 40 years. He's been boxing his whole life. I will say this, though. If McGregor beats Mayweather, I mean, is that the end of boxing? Did I really just say that? Should I be on ESPN right now? Will this be the end of boxing? It was already bad when Mayweather and fucking the Filipino dude, what the fuck's his name there? You know, when they should have fought like 30 years earlier, they finally got around to fighting. And then the Filipino guy, who was also like a congressman at that point and like a karaoke singer, I believe. He had like a hurt hand when they finally fought. I mean, just took everybody's fucking money. How many white Bentleys are you going to buy this guy's? You know, at some point, people.